them.
All right.
But when Jesus saw it, he was much displeased, and said unto them, Suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for of such is the kingdom of God.
All right.
Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child, he shall not enter therein. And I want to talk about the kid in us.
All right.
The kid
In us.
in us. You may be seated. The kid
Yeah.
In us.
in us. The kid
In us.
in us. Brothers and sisters, we have heard the phrase, stop acting like a child.
Amen. All right.
We have heard the phrase, you're a big kid.
All right.
We have heard the phrase, at your age and not your shoe size.
All right. All right.
We have heard the phrase, you need to grow up
Amen. Amen.
and stop being a child.
Amen.
All of which, and there is more, but all of which is in a negative sense.
All right.
Or used as a negative connotation
Amen.
for adults who are expected to act mature.
Come on.
But brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook friends, the phrase exists because more often than one might think,
Come on.
adults act like children.
All right. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a kid in all of us.
Amen.
There I said, there's a kid
All of us.
All of us.
in all of us. Regardless of how old we are, regardless of how old we get, there's a kid in all of us.
Amen.
And brothers and sisters, that can be a good thing, and that can be a bad thing.
All right.
In the text, Jesus points out the good.
Amen.
Whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child,
All right.
he shall not enter into it. It's a good thing. And while some scholars have suggested that this text means that adults are to have childlike faith,
All right.
I submit to you that depending on the age and the developmental stages of childhood, children do not have faith. Depending upon the age and the developmental stages of childhood, children do not believe in something that's not visible as if it already is.
All right. All right.
That's why the record is to bring them up in the admonition of love.
Amen.
That's why the record is train up a child the way that he should go. That's why the record is teach thy children and thy children's children. Children, depending upon their age and their developmental stages of childhood, has to be taught
All All right.
faith.
All right. Amen.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
When Jesus here in our text refers to receiving the kingdom of God as a little child, Jesus is referring to the receptiveness children have, especially at a young age.
All right. All right.
I myself, I remember with my children. When my children were babies, and they would cry, and sometimes I would give them my nose instead of a bottle.
All right.
And they would suck on my nose and stop crying. I know it's gross. I know it's gross. But I was so amazed at how receptive they were, especially since my nose had no milk.
All right. All right.
And so because of the receptiveness of children, all of us need the kid in us.
All right. Amen.
The receptiveness of the kid in us is the primary reason why we accept something that really don't make no sense.
Amen. Amen.
It's why we accept bad things. It's why we accept bad people. It's why we accept bad relationships. And brothers and sisters, it's not always a conscious thing.
All right. All right.
Our ability or our capacity to receive or accept something or someone openly is not always a conscious decision.
Amen.
Which leads us to I don't know why phenomenon. Maybe you heard of it. I don't know why that happened.
All right.
I don't know why I did that. It leads us to the I don't know why phenomenon, but it's because of the kid in us.
All right.
And I want to suggest today that we embrace the kid in us.
Amen.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I will tell you that all is not good about the kid in us.
Amen.
There are some bad behaviors that come with the kid in us.
All right. All right.
There's some disobedience that come with the kid in us. There's some rebelliousness that come with the kid in us. There's some mistakes that come with the kid in us. There's some attitudes that come with the kid in us. There's some selfishness that come with the kid in us. There's greed that comes with the kid in us. And brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook friends, while all is not good about the kid in us, embracing the kid in us has some benefits.
All right. All right.
It has some blessings. It has some positives. For many people, being a kid is full of memories.
All right. All right.
Some good and some not so good. Remember when, children, the most important thing to you was going outside and playing?
Amen. Amen.
Remember when you were jumping rope or playing hopscotch or pitching pennies or playing tag or hide and go seek? Remember when?
Amen.
Your greatest concern was you cool.
All right. All right.
Remember when your concern was about the clothes that you wore and if they were in style. Remember when it was so important to know if some boy or some girl liked you?
All right. All right.
Remember when you were a kid? I mean, Stevie Wonder even sang, I wish those days would come back once more.
All right.
He asked the question, why did they ever have to go?
Amen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're all grown now. You're all grown now, and you have denied the kid that's on the inside of you. And you're miserable. You're unhappy. You're sad. Well, not you, but someone like you.
All right.
Now that you're all grown and your childhood is a distant and painful memory, I want to suggest to you that much of our adult behavior
All right.
is rooted in our childhood.
All right. All right.
And much of our thought, regardless of academia, is rooted in the mindset of our childhood. The more we try to get away from our childhood, the more we mimic, the more we imitate what is in actuality the kid that's in us.
All right. All right.
The old folks used to say, once a man, twice a child. Which simply means you began life as a child.
Amen.
You grow up, you grow old,
All right.
and you go back to being a child.
All right.
Well, I don't know about that. What I do know is that much of our adult behavior, much of our attitude is really that of a child.
All right.
But we have a different name for it. Much of our adult behavior, much of our attitude is really that of a child, but we have a different name. We have a different name for it. I mean, a child's selfishness is an adult's self-worth. A child's temper tantrums is an adult venting. A child's bad behavior is an adult's freedom of expression. A child's sexual promiscuity is an adult's sexual awakening. A child cussing is an adult's free speech. A child cussing someone out is an adult breaking someone off some. A child's rebellion is an adult's right to refuse. I tell you today, there's a kid. There's a kid. There's a kid. There's a kid in all of us. Notice, children, notice, if you will, the New Testament reference to Christians is that we are the children of God.
All right.
Thus, God is our Father, and Jesus is not only our Savior, but He is our brother. In the epistles, John calls us little children.
All right.
And in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse number 2, Peter calls us newborn babes.
All right.
All of which suggests that as Christians, there is a spiritual kid in us that has to grow to be a spiritual man. You know, I don't know. I don't know about you. But I am a kid. I'm a country boy.
All right.
From the west side of Chicago. Brothers and sisters, can I tell you, I got enough stuff on my plate that reminds me that I am an adult.
All right. All right.
I got responsibility on my plate. I got marriage on my plate. I got fatherhood on my plate. I got grandparents central on my plate. I got pastor and preacher on my plate. I got Bill and his cousin Long on my plate. All which reminds me that I am an adult. But I remind myself, there's a kid in me. A kid who needs to believe in something or someone. A kid who needs hugs and kisses. A kid who can depend on someone else. A kid who sometimes gets afraid. A kid who sometimes feels helpless. A kid who sometimes feels alone. So for me, it's all right to embrace the kid inside of me. And the reason it's all right for me to embrace the kid inside of me is because it was the kid inside of me that brought me to Jesus.
All right, amen.
Yes, I got to close. It was the kid.
Yeah.
It was the kid inside of me that brought me to Jesus. Brothers and sisters, I stopped by to share with you that there's a kid in all of us. Oh, I wondered why. As I reflect back on my life, I wondered why that the Lord would lead me to get baptized at 8 years old. I discovered he saw the kid in me. I wondered why the Lord would save my soul at 18 years old. I discovered it's because he saw the kid in me. I wondered why the Lord would crown me a deacon before, as the old folks used to say, I had quit peeing on myself. It was because he saw the kid in me. I wondered. Oh, I wondered why the Lord would call me to preach before I was even 21 years old. It was because he saw the kid in me. And I heard Jesus say, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child shall not enter in.
All right.
And so, I'm in.
All right.
Just thought I'd report that to you. I'm in. Like swim well.
Come on.
I'm in.
All right.
Like heat in the sun. I'm in.
Yeah.
Like light in the moon. I'm in.
Yeah.
Like a witness in the water. I'm in.
All right.
Like water in the rain. I'm in. Like color in the rainbow. I'm in. Like the wind in tornadoes. I'm in. Did you hear what I'm saying? Like bones in the body. I'm in. Like hemoglobin in the blood. I'm in. Did you hear hear what I'm saying? It is the kid in me that led me to the kingdom of God. And so I can testify. I may not always act like an adult, but the kid in me is in the kingdom of God. Did you hear what I'm saying? I may not be your ideal of a grown man, but the kid in me is in the kingdom of God. I wish I had somebody here. Is there anybody here who can testify that the kid in you, the kid in you is in the kingdom of God? Oh, I came to Jesus just as I was weird, wounded and sad, but thank God today, thank God today, thank God today, I found in Him a resting place, and He made my soul glad. And so the kid in me tells the adult in me that can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Is there anybody here who can testify that can't nobody do you like Jesus? It's the kid in you telling the adult in you, can't nobody do me like Jesus. Come on and clap back, children. Can't nobody. Yes, yes. It's the kid. Amen. It's the kid in us. Amen. Embrace the kid in you. Amen. God bless you.